Hello, my name is Joel, #Asaron, and you know what? It's really starting to irritate me a lot with games. Durability on weapons. And when they lose durability, they eventually shatter. So I recently played Dying Light, where a frigging machete just simply goes plink after a while and can only be repaired so many times with screws and metal bolts. It makes very little or no sense. Then you have like Dead Rising, where things get destroyed way too easily. Or you have Breath of the Wild, where things also get stupidly easily broken. Let's face it, like a fire axe, it doesn't shatter very easily. It doesn't bend very easily. It doesn't break very easily. And it's extremely rugged and reliable piece of equipment, meant to break stuff, like doors. That's why it has this nice nail in the end. So it's gonna take a lot of effort to break this. In that regard, I also have these souvenir-ish machete from Bolivia a friend gave me. It has a cardboard sheath and is a bit rusty. However, it still has a fairly solid blade. And it's very hard to make this shatter like glass. The only way a blade like this would shatter like glass would be if you make it too brittle over too much time. As in, you keep layering it and screwing up the cooling process. But that doesn't really happen with modern blades at all. I have yet to encounter a kitchen knife that actually can shatter. They can go dull. The handle itself can be poorly attached and dissolve and all of that. But the blade itself doesn't just go please. Well, not even his cheapo decorative souvenir samurai sword. I mean, have you seen how thick the ridge on this is? It's cheapo and stainless, but the thing is, it cannot. It just the blade itself is very hard to break and bend. I mean, you can try, but if you the way stuff like this is rotating games, you sort of expect them to just break. You can break them over your knee or on an enemy's skull. So yeah, in all honesty, I find that durability in video games is stupidly annoying and designed all in all, because swords would not be used so much in warfare, let alone axes, pole arms and everything else, if they would just break like this. Imagine if like this dumbbell would just shatter like glass because I dropped it. The only thing that would break like this is cheap. I have some cheap brittle throwing knives made of hard metal, those will shatter like those can shatter like glass if they hit the ground. But they are not. But the sword and the knives in general are made by. Well, is made somewhat flexible with their metal, with a solid spine, with a ridge in the middle or at the top. So they can bend somewhat, but they will and get dull, but they will not just shatter. So yeah, I just find so even though a game is not supposed to be realistic, but the point is if a game does something worse than reality, then it takes me out of the whole experience. You know, just like armor that goes. Metal plates that go like this when you breathe. Like, this is made to be like that, but a rigid material like this is rigid for a reason. Anyway, that's a rant for another day. Sayonara, and follow me on the links down below.